Well, hello, and welcome to Preparing to Survive and Thrive Homesteading channel, Charlie B. So, I am actually going to do a video, kind of like a cluster video, of a lot of different things that we've been freeze drying this past 2 months. It's amazing how much we've been doing because we've been doing multiple batches of several of the items, and I'll get into that a little bit more. But let's start off with our pork patties. Let me bring you down here, and I'll go over them. I am going to freeze dry some things. I was giving all these pork patties by a neighbor that couldn't use them. He didn't have room in the freezer. I'm not sure where he got them from, but the ingredients are pretty simple. It's just more or less compressed pork and a little bit of soy. So, and I cooked some up for breakfast one morning, and I did them with eggs and pork, like it was sausage, some salt and pepper and stuff like that. And then I put them on English muffins and a little bit of butter. They were actually quite good. I was really surprised. And I have so many in the freezer, I want to get rid of them because I'm trying to downsize the amount of food that's in my freezers and maybe cut one of the freezers out and just save that for emergency purposes, like if I buy a cow or somebody gets me a deer. Actually, I'm hoping somebody gets me a deer, so I'll have freezer space for that. Let's just be honest. But I'm literally they're already frozen, so I'm going to go ahead and get them on the trays. I'll bring you down so you can see. Oh, what's behind me are some caramelized onions. I will go into that in another video. So these guys already being frozen, I'm not going to have to worry about getting them frozen. Now, if these turn out really bad, I will literally just chop them up and use them as cat food or dog food. So, or I can always throw them in some soup. But these are kind of an odd size, so I might actually see if I can break some of them in half so I can add more to them. But they almost fit, but not quite. And I prefer them not to really touch, so I'm going to see if I can finagle these. Ah, there we go. We get a few more of them like this. Oops, and there they go flying. But, yeah. But that's all right, because honestly, a bag with 5 in them, and I can always add an extra tray. But this is what I'm going to do, and I'll be back after they actually are going in the freeze dryer. Okay, so here we go. We pulled out our pork patties. Now remember, these were already cooked and frozen, and I snapped one in half here, and it's nice and dry. Let you see what it looks like on the inside. Looking forward to actually trying these, see how they taste. They actually taste really good. Just dry, so not really like jerky, but it's pretty good. I like it. So I'm going to get these bagged up. So this is how I froze the Tuscany chicken. I put parchment paper. This is the spaghetti sauce that is frozen. And this is the freeze-dried spaghetti sauce. It was this year's 2 cans did not sell, so I used them. This is what they look like. I'm just going to break them up and put them in the Mylar bags. Now these little guys, this is it was Tuscany ragu pasta. Now I didn't have quite the amount of the ragu stuff, the tomato sauce that I wanted. I wanted to get 2 trays, 4 cups each. So I made 4 cups of pasta, and then I took what I had left of the ragu and the sausage and the different things like that, the chicken, everything that was in it. And I also added in a can of diced tomatoes with a little bit of tamales in them to add some heat to it, and some corn. So I ended up with a total of 8 cups. I just added stuff to give it a little bit more bulk. And so I ended up with 2 trays, 4 cups each. So I'm going to get these bagged up, and just another little bit of a meal we have in the freeze dryers. So these are some of the other things that I am freeze drying. These are the flowers from the mullein plant. They are supposed to be really good for your ear. You apparently put them in oil, and then you can drop the oil in your ears or rub it around. Now, I'm not saying that's how you do it. I need to do a little research on that one. We have some dill. Now herbs, I've been freezing these first and then freeze drying them. They got a little dark. They're not as green as what I thought they would stay. along with my oregano and my basil, which I was really surprised that some of them didn't look better, but maybe I shouldn't have froze them first. But they'll still work. I mean, they look better than what they would have done if I would have stuck them in the actual dehydrator. Plus the nutrients will stay. So I'll be using these in future videos, I'm sure. And the next item we did was freeze-dried peaches. They were really good. I tasted them before I even got them upstairs. So more to come, I hope. And these are freeze-dried tomatoes, the slicer ones, the yellow pineapple, and the Old Brooks. These are completely plain, and I think the next ones I might go ahead and add some seasonings to them. We freeze-dried some apple slices. Now, I got a case of these, and I ended up no room in the freezer, and they were already frozen, so I went ahead and just put them on my freeze dryer trays and put them in the freeze dryer. Now, these are cut thick, a little too thick than what I would have done. I would have used an apple slicer, but these took over 70 hours to dry. So there's food for thought if you are going to do apple slices or anything that's a dense fruit, to slice them thinner. But these were already done, so I wasn't going to waste them, so in the freeze dryer they went. Well, there you have it. Lots of food we have saved for the future. Hopefully some of them will have a 25-year shelf life, and some of them I'm actually going to try. I have done multiple things, such as multiple batches of the tomato sauce. If something doesn't seal, or if I have extra, I just keep adding to it. I freeze them, and then I put them in the trays, and we're off to go. Good to go. So, but there you have it, and I can't wait to try some of these. Well, this is Charlie B signing out, and oh, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Charlie B signing out. I'll be talking with you soon.